Hi, this is Lynn Schnebley with Educating with Wisdom, and I am the ambassador for Heaven's creating and protecting goddesses and archangels over life. Now, the reason why I'm doing this one, and I was always kind of wondering, what, and I know the others that want me to get my case out are wondering, what's taking her so long to get this case out? I mean, like, what are we waiting for? Well, I think it was the birth of Meghan Markle's moon bump. And this is really the configuration, the date configuration for this, and you're going to see is a 666, which is kind of interesting. So we're going to go into that for a minute. And there was a whole lead up to this. If you look at the LGBT community, as well as what went on, let's say, with Madonna and the award ceremony recently with the one eye, which is of the Lucifer, the one-eye god, not the all-seeing eye. And so much of what's been going out there. This is the age of the Antichrist, and they were heralding in the Antichrist. So we're going to go in and just take a look at this, and I know it's a strong statement to say, but remember, these people have been trying to kill me for the last 7 years. So this is an interesting thing. Let me move out of this, and we're just going to take a look at the calamite. And then we're going to... Now, isn't that interesting? I don't know if these are poppies or if these are the calamites. If these are the calamites, then this is the time frame that this is supposed to be happening in. All right? The calamite is the national flower of Israel. And in the Lost Book of Nostradamus, it's a prominent image that's shown to the woman who's going to be in charge of the church and who's going to herald in this new age. This calamite, by the way, is necessary, and they're going to tell you Meghan Markle is about it. Well, she can't be, because according to that book and according to the Bible itself, it would have to be a Sagittarian woman, and it would have to be someone who would fall under the Magdala. So, and that's even in the Old Testament as well. So let's go in and take a look at some of these other things. I'm just going to put you on pause. Oh, this became the flower in 2013, November the 25th, 2013. So that would be the beginning of Sagittarius, 2013. All right, let's take a look, because I just want to point out that the natural fifth house, or the placement for Leo, this is the natural fifth house or the placement of Leo. It is not leadership. This is the natural zodiac. The ninth degree is where you would find religion, ethics, and that. Here's where you find Sagittarius. Here is where you would naturally find Scorpio. Here is where you would naturally find Capricorn. And down here is where you would naturally find Leo. Leo uses affairs, games, play, all of these things, but it's not always healthy. Now I'm just going to move in here for a moment. The seventh house. Now they're looking for seventh house being the six-sided or the 6-point star. But the seventh house, all right, for Libra is again the seventh house. It's not related to the Aphrodite that is in the spring. Here's the sixth. All right. The calendar moon for the 6th, waxing and waning. His moon is in Gemini. Oh, let's put you on pause. He was delivered today at 5:26, which was the precise moment that he went into Taurus. So his number is 6. The Aphrodite that goes with that is a 6-pointed star. That's a 6. And his ascendant is 6 as well. Let me repeat that again. May the 6th, it's a 6 number. May itself falls under Aphrodite, which is either a 5 or a 6. Normally it's a 6. And this is also Ishtar, Isis. These are all 6 numbers. And then we have a 6, we have a 6, and then we should have the ascendant. Here we go. His time, He was born at this time. That's sunrise. When the sunrise comes up with the ascendant, it will be Taurus. Plain and simple. So his major numbers are 666. He was born into the house of the red dragon, which is Satan in Revelations. And his mother, who didn't actually deliver him, had a surrogate, but she was the second beast, and the first beast who adopted her was Obama. They both have August the 4th birthdays. And I've already pointed out the different people that have abused me with August the 4th. The star of Ishtar, six-pointed star. The six-pointed star, it's used in occultism. It's a talisman. So what I'm saying is the Antichrist is here. And they put it together deliberately to be that way. The six-pointed star of David, that is supposed to be what is above is what is below. They did not take on that symbology until the Middle Ages, and in fact, this is not normal to Judaism. This which came out of Solomon, Solomon worked with the dead. This is the 5-point configuration of Venus, or it is a 6-point configuration. The 5-point configuration will also take in the Baphomet. The Baphomet is related to the goat-horned god, and we're going to see what that is in a minute. Here's the Baphomet. Now let's see the importance of this 6th day. All right? And they were falsely accused. This is going to be related to the what they call the scapegoat of the Jews, and that's always a mistake. You should never look to have anybody as a scapegoat. That's inappropriate. You don't need a scapegoat. That's why Christ said, I will take on your sins that you're innocent of, that you don't know that this is about. Forgive them for what they don't understand. But what you do understand, you may not be forgiven for, and they want you to run into chaos theory. Again, they take this, but they also take the 6-pointed star. What is above is below. Now let's take a look at what comes next. The scapegoat. You've got to be very careful with this, what this scapegoat was about, because they throw all these sins on this. It's horrific. All right. Now, let's put you on pause for just a moment. Well, maybe not. Let's take a look. This just came up and I just saw it today. And it's right here, Court U.S. Federal. This is what I need to go on. Now, the Court U.S. Federal that I went to was a while ago. Notice, let's look and see when file information. Are we going to get it? No. Oh, man. Hold on. Actually did something. It gave me the information. It said the 18th. Let's open it up. Notice it says 666. How come? Oh, I get it. It's because it's a picture. That's why I can't do it. I'm sorry. Here we go. And let's make you. Here we go. The New York City Wicca Family Temple. Pagan calendar of observance. Why else? Let's take a look. Remember, I am December the 12th. This is a whole different configuration. We are the ones that go after the dragon. We are the ones that go after the beast. So does Artemis. Shepherd's Day. This is not the Good Shepherd. It's day to meditate on deity of Lord of Animals. By the way, this is over the dead. These pertain to the dead. All of them, this is the great destroyer. This is someone who decided not to convert to Christianity. This Ramuso, let's see if we can find him, an old Sumerian, Orisi's dead, never reincarnated. He gets reincarnated in his brother. By the way, she did not go, Gail did not go to Buckingham Palace, or she didn't go to England until last Friday. Well, if she was waiting to be there for when she was actually due, why did she wait until Friday? Because they were all planning on the Antichrist. Let's take a look at Tramusu. Tramusi, is that right? Dumuzi. Now that was just redone by Wikipedia. So let's go in. This is Ishtar. Descent into the underworld, fails to mourn Inanna's death, and he goes in and takes over the underworld. Let's go in and take a look at this again. Okay? So that is, she decided to visit her sister. So it is about the underworld. And they never go to heaven. They go from earth. They go from earth to the underworld, to the earth, to the underworld. And the same is true of Orisis. It goes from the earth to the underworld. And then Horus is reborn through, and the Pharaoh is then the new Horus. And it's just this constant, they deal with the underworld, they deal with earth. Now, Jesus Christ says this is the way you get to heaven. Artemis of Ephesus says this is the way you get to heaven. And these people rely very heavily, they rely very heavily on the underworld and death and the lost book of Nostradamus. Let's take a look if we can see it, and I'll see if I can find it. Pictures of the lost book of Nostradamus. This is letting you know exactly who this is. It's in the light of day. There's actually a guy with the little red cap. He's dealing with the underworld. That's the six-pointed underworld star. That's the underworld, and it lets you know that they're dealing with the evil of Solomon. This is the righteous king that's in heaven. He is both male, female, but notice he's not crazy looking with some animal head or animal body. All right? The claw over here goes with Leo. The Sagittarius woman is shooting out Pisces. We still need faith, but we're closing that age. We're breaking the scroll. This is not Leo, this bad sign with Leo. It took every ounce of faith to get you through Leo and Regulus. The one who will be, notice there are no black signs. Calamite. This is Artemis of Ephesus. This is also Hippat. This is related to Britomartis. This has nothing to do with Ishtar. It has nothing to do with Isis. The Menoan, Hatti, Hittite, Nuzi, all of them. None of them had gods and goddesses that were combinations of other animals, and they did not worship the god of the dead. Zeus was originally, it's either Hurrian or Hittite. That was mountain. The one that you need to be looking for, here is the wreath, and black magic has had you looking at it incorrectly. The prophet is telling you, the true Sagittarius, you're looking for the younger woman for December the 12th. You should be looking for the older woman. There's the unicorn in the bishops, popes here, holding down the woman. The unicorn is bad. He's warning you. Okay, so I'm not going in. Oh, these are the 5 eyes and the black stars. There's a whole thing he does. Let me come out of this for a moment. Let's look at Pan. Wild shepherds and flocks, nature, mountain wilds, rustic music, impromptu, and companion of the nymphs. Okay? None of these things are human beings. None of the gods that the Druids are actually looking at are human beings. This is a really big problem. Apollo means the destroyer. Let's put this on pause. Now, somebody tried to tell me that this was her personal servant. Now, notice Meghan Markle, I don't know who this is. She has bigger boobs than Meghan, but she's not pregnant. And it says online, absolute proof she's not pregnant. But this is not her woman that is actually working with her. This is not her face. And she has the Phoenix. And it was the Rise Phoenix people that went after me nonstop for about a month and a half. See, she has the Rise Phoenix in the back. This is complete occultism, folks. They're all occultist. We have no idea who this is. But this is, if we look at her bone structure and her hairline and all of that, that was not her actual personal assistant. And this person has basically no breast. I don't know who this person is. Meghan Markle had other drag queens on Intero, and I don't even know who this person is. But we have pictures of Meghan Markle with pillows and all kinds of things. But that's not her personal assistant. There it is, the occult. And I've been saying that all along. She's a follower of Horus. She has not gone to her Easter services for 2 years in a row. Let's come out of this. Okay. Thank you. Lord in heaven, please, please protect the people. Jesus, help me.